12 years ago, Gilberto Silva brought the World Cup back to Brazil. Now he returns for another global tournament, one with just as much meaning for those taking part, the Street Child World Cup.
So, this is Brazil. We love football, and we are very happy and very excited for the World Cup coming up soon. But apart from that, we do have great competition runs out, which is World Cup for child all around the world who has come for this tournament. Hope they enjoy, keep up their smile, and play football for fun. Welcome to Brazil.
There is something truly unique about Brazil and its relationship with the game of football. A connection between its people and a feeling of expression and joy. And so for many, the Street Child World Cup would be an emotional experience. The Street Child World Cup brings together children from all over the world who have spent time living or working on the street. Money raised by BT Sport viewers through the Supporters Club has helped teams from 3 different countries. One of those is based in Chennai, India.
We find street children around the station, bus station, Marina Beach. Children who run away from home for various reasons, they land in the big cities. From many parts of India, children run away from home. Many children do not know where they are going. They become part of that place.
Paul Sundar Singh is leading Team India to Rio. He has run Karunalia, a project that works on the streets of northern Chennai for almost 20 years.
If we are not finding them, they will be immediately found by antisocial elements, and they know they can exploit these children for their own gains. And children don't know what they are doing. They think they are my friend because they are supporting me. And whatever they ask them to do, they finally do. And most of the cases we find these children were given very little food, and they were beaten and abused. And these children also get sexually abused and exploited. We want to be the first person to find them on the streets so that they can be taken out of the street life. Street children have a terrible life. Our intention is to see to that these children, as far as possible, we try to find their family and work with them and to see if we can reunite those children back with their family.
Habib's story is all too common. He ran away from home aged 5 after being abused. For the last 9 years, Karunalia has been his shelter. The project tries to reunite children with their families. But in Habib's case, his parents accept he has a better life here.
என் பேர் ஹபீப், என் ஊர் மகாராஷ்டிரா தானே, என் வயசு இப்போ 14. எங்கள் அப்பா வந்து அடிச்சுக்கிட்டு, எங்கள் அப்பாவுக்கும் எங்கள் அம்மாவுக்கு சண்டை வந்தனால எங்கள் அம்மா 2வது கல்யாணம் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. எங்கள் 2வது அப்பா வெளியே விட மாட்டார், அவர் வந்து அடிச்சுக்கிட்டே போகிற சொல்லிட்டு எனக்கு பிடிக்கல, வீட்டு விட்டு ஓடி வந்துட்டேன். ட்ரெயினை பிடிச்சி அங்கே இங்கே சுற்றி டெல்லி, ஆக்ரா அந்த சைடெலாம் சுற்றி இது பிச்சை ட்ரெயினில் வரும்போது பிச்சை தூக்கிட்டு அப்படியே வந்துட்டோம். நாங்கள் மொத்தம் 3 பேர். ஒருத்தன் பாட்டு பாடி நிற்பான், ஒருத்தன் அந்த ஓடு வச்சு மியூசிக் தட்டி நிற்பான், நான் வந்து இது பிச்சை எடுத்து நிற்பேன். அப்படியே தான் இது ஏதாச்சும் 5 ரூபா 10 ரூபாக்குள்ளே இருந்ததுன்னா வாங்கி சாப்பிட்டு வந்து நிற்போம். நான் சென்னைக்கு வந்தோடனே சாப்பிட்றது என்ன பண்ணுறது தெரியாமல் குப்பத்தட்டில் இருக்கிற சாப்பாடை எடுத்துகிட்டு அது உள்ளே உட்காந்து சாப்பிட்டு இருந்தோம். நான் ஒருத்தவங்க உள்ளே இருந்தேன், 2 பேர் வெளியே இருந்தாங்க. அப்போ தான் ரெஸ்க்யூ பண்ணி நான் வந்து எங்களை இது கூண்டு வந்து ஹாஸ்டலில் வந்து விட்டார் சார். பிரேசிலுக்கு போகிறது வந்து ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக நினைக்கிறேன். யாருமே கிடைக்காத வாய்ப்பு வந்து எங்களுக்கு கிடச்சிக்குது. அது கிடச்சி நினச்சி நான் ரொம்ப இது பண்ணுறேன். எப்படியாச்சும் மேட்ச்சில் ஜெயிக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அங்கேருந்து திரும்ப வரும்போது தான் நான் ஒரு ஃபுட்பால் பிளேயர் ஆகணும், மெஸ்ஸி கூட ஆகணும், அந்த மாதிரி தான் என்னோட லட்சியம்.
Caronalia also work in areas where entire families live on the street. 14-year-old Kartik has known little else in his life, but with the help of the project, now has access to education and new possibilities.
நாங்கள் இங்கே தான் வாழ்கிறோம். நாங்கள் அந்த அப்படியே ரோட்லேயே தூங்குவோம். நாங்கள் அப்படியே ரோட்லேயே அப்படியே தூங்குவோம். வண்டிலாம் நிறைய வரும். டியூஷன் நடத்துனாங்க. டியூஷன்லாம் போய் அப்படியே ஜாயின் பண்ணி பசங்களோட ஜாலியாக டியூஷன்லாம் படித்து ஸ்டடிலாம் எடுத்து அப்படியே ஃபஸ்ட்டு வந்து மீட்டிங்காக கூப்பிட்டு போனாங்க. கர்நாடகா பற்றி ஜென்ரல் நாலேஜ் கொஸ்டினில் மீட்டிங்கை பற்றி குழந்தைகள் உரிமை அந்த மாதிரி மீட்டிங்லாம் கூப்பிட்டு போனாங்க. அதுலேருந்து கர்நாடகா எனக்கு ரொம்ப தெரிஞ்சுது. அம்மா மகளிர் சங்கத்தில் இருக்காங்க. அதுலேருந்து ரொம்ப தெரியும். சார்லாம் நிறைய தடவை பார்த்துருக்கேன். சார் நிறைய தடவை கர்நாடகா அடிக்கடி வந்துட்டு போவாரீங்க. ரொம்ப கர்நாடகா இருந்துச்சு. அதனால தான் கர்நாடகா. நான் வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு இருந்தபோது அங்கே இங்கே ரோட்டில் இருந்தபோது போலீஸ் ஆகணும் வந்து ஆசையாக இருந்துச்சு. போலீஸ் ஆகணும். இப்போது நம்ம கர்நாடகா ஆஃபீஸில் வந்து அவங்க படுற கஷ்டத்தில் அங்கேயும் நான் ஒரு ஸ்டாஃப் ஆகணும்னு எனக்கு ஒரு எண்ணம் வந்துருச்சு. முன்னாடி வந்து எனக்கு நிறைய இடத்துக்கு போகணுன்னு ஆசை இருந்தது. ஆனால் போக முடியல. இங்கேருந்து பக்கத்து கூட போக முடியல. அந்த மாதிரி கஷ்டத்தில் இருந்தோம். ஆனால் இப்போது கர்நாடகாவுக்கு போய் ஃபுட்பால் கற்றுக்கிட்டு இப்போ பிரேசில் போகிறேன்னா அது பெரிய விஷயம். எனக்கு அது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. இங்கே இருக்கிறவங்களும் ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருக்குது.
Football is transforming their life now. Although they have the opportunity to stay at Caronalia, go to school, we give them opportunities in different leadership trainings, camps, scouting. Now football is really a physical activity which gives them strength, gives them courage. They make their skills are developed. It builds their confidence, and they are also leaders in the ground, in the field, to make their own decision when they are playing. So it is empowering those children. They learn a lot of things in the game. When they were on the streets, every child was individual. They have to survive for that day. Because they know if they keep anything in their pocket, when they are sleeping, it will be gone. Somebody would have taken it away. But here they are learning that we are all together, we can trust each other, we can work together. Those are very amazing values that comes back to their life.
Many of the young boys and girls at Caronalia have no formal identification, not even a birth certificate. Because of that, Team India struggled to get passports and visas. Confirmation they could travel to Rio for the Street Child World Cup came just a week before the tournament was due to start.
These kids get an opportunity through us. It's really fulfilling for us, you know, hard work that we have done all these years to transform their life. This is a wonderful opportunity which is definitely going to transform their life. I'm sure that these children will have a beautiful future and they will inspire many other children all over India.
The wait was almost over. Team India making their final preparations, including rehearsals for the opening ceremony, before setting off on the adventure of a lifetime. John Rowe, along with Chris Rose, founded the Street Child World Cup in Durban in 2010. The progress in just 4 years has been remarkable.
I think it's such a simple idea. It's about using football that people love to change the world for the better, to win rights for street children. Using the prism of football to change people's perceptions completely and to get them on their side. Yeah. To get people completely on the side of the most vulnerable children in the world. And football and the arts, we found, is a fabulous way of doing that. And it's as simple as that.
The way we thought about using the game, you know, using the sport, football particularly, because football is very powerful in the world, you know, to change and transform people. And for sure you are transforming their lives, you know, because for some place in the world, you know, some countries, those kind of children, they are like rubbish. Yeah. They don't need it, you know. If I was one of them, I would be very happy, you know, to be here, to have this experience. In one day, they have nothing. Suddenly, somebody, you know, with a great heart appear on their lives and change things completely. And now they travel around the world, you know, now in Brazil, to play a football tournament. It's amazing.
Money raised by the Supporters Club has also reached as far as Africa to a project called Tanzanian Street Children Sports Academy in Mwanza. The initiative is run by a charity called Caretakers of the Environment and uses football to reach out to young people on the street.
My name is Modi and I'm a street social worker. I'm living here in Mwanza. Normally come out very early in the morning. We normally have the night session also for finding the street children who are coming here in town. Our intention is to make them change from the problem they have or from the work that they decide to took. Then we take them to another job so that they can change from the life that they decided to, they selected or they decided to going on. We can give them the life skills, the healthier skills, things like that.
The project take their work into the communities, combining football and education. It is 10-year-old Hassan's first session. He was kicked out of home by his stepmother the previous evening. For many young people, the project offers a safe refuge. Sadok and Dennis are former street children who went to the first Street Child World Cup in Durban in 2010. Today, they are mentors for the next group of young players.
These sessions allow us to bring the children here. They come on their own accord, to come to a safe place, to play football, to learn from our coaches and to learn some basic discipline. At the end of each session, we also provide the children with tea and mandazi, which is like a donut, just because normally they would be out begging during this time. So to enable them to come to this session, we give them this basic breakfast to keep them energized for the day. Without this, they would just be on the street with no one really looking after them. So this gives them a place to come, a place to learn, and that hope and desire to be able to leave the street and return back to a safe place.
1, 2, 3.
Last year, BT Sport visited the project in Tanzania. Cameroon football star Benoit Asuakoto and comedian Nick Hancock met the players and helped pick a team to take part in the Street Child World Cup.
Frankie.
Having been selected for Rio, Team Tanzania now live together at a special training camp, preparing to represent their country in Brazil. Majuto has been selected as team manager. A car accident when he was younger meant he was unable to compete for a place in the team.
Nilikuja huku na baba. Jana baba tukaenda pale Nyamanoro kurudi. Tukakaa naye nikamwambia nipeleke shule akakataa. Nikaa nikimwambia ananipiga. Sasa kunipiga nikatoroka. Magumu na mabaya. Alikuwa mabaya. Nilikuwa jisikia vibaya na nilipokuwa huko mtaani niliona matukio mengi ni kwa sababu niliona watu wanauawa, mtu alikuwa kuchomwa kisu akafa, wanachomwa moto, wengine walikuwa wanaiba wanapigwa. Sasa maisha yako mazuri kwa sababu shule naenda, nilikuwa mtaani nilikuwa siendi shule. Sababu sasa hivi huduma napata, kila huduma yote ninayotaka mimi napata. Mara yangu ya mwisho mwaka jana siku ya Idi, kumkumbuka baba, namkumbuka sana. Nilijisikia vile kwenda Brazil kwa sababu ni bahati ya kipekee na kule ni pazuri kwa kila kitu, kwa wani jinsi walivyo watu wa kule, yani mazingira, kwa kila kitu ni pazuri. Nikitoka Brazil nataka niendelee na masomo na nikimaliza kusoma nataka nijifunze kufundisha mpira.
For Frankie, one of the players who really impressed at the trials, memories of his former life are still fresh in his mind. But this is about an opportunity and the chance to dream.
When I'm going to TSC, he helped me to take me out to the school and he training me about football. And now I'm going to Rio to play football, so it's good right down the street.
Well done, Frank. Luca, let's go.
Because I want to be a football player in my life and I want to be best player from Africa. So I need to work very hard when I am on the pitch and out of the pitch. I need to continue football in my life.
Tanzanian Street Children's Sports Academy believes strongly in trying to reunite street children with their families. Team Tanzania's captain, Deo, with the help of the project, managed to track down his relatives, and he now lives happily with his grandmother.
So, tujifunze Kireno. We learned some Portuguese from Brazil. So, unser hola or oi ni mambo. So, kwaheri ni or goodbye ni adios. So, hola. Adios. So. Bem obrigado. Ni mzuri. Yeah. So, the boys in the football, the Street Child World Cup team are boys that we've known for a longer period of time, who have been able to settle into a programme for maybe 1 or 2 years. So they've had that basic discipline. My nome es Rob. Jina lako ni Rob. They have more respect now, and they're actually going to school. They've had many sessions with social workers. So yeah, you can obviously see a big difference between those kids that are still on the street and those kids that we've had a longer relationship with. Oi! 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 Tadok and Dennis, boys that were on the street, have come through our programme, went to the Street Child World Cup in 2010, and are now initially volunteered coaches with us, and now are actually employed by the project, helping to train both our street skills sessions and at our academy sessions, and they're just great mentors for those children to look up to. They've been on the street, they know their situation, and yeah, they can just give an example and show that there is a way out and odd job opportunities and a new life at the end of it. It's been a long process, maybe 2 or 3 years in the planning, that we've gone from planning our national Street Child tournament through to selecting the team and getting the team training together now here in Kirumba Stadium. Now we're actually only 10 days away from flying. We're really excited about the opportunity of getting all the boys on the plane representing Tanzania and going all the way from Mwanza here all the way to Rio.
Tunaenda kumnika dereva.
Bye. Bye. Karakande kabimbewa karakande. Karakande kabimbewa karakande. Karakande kabimbewa karakande. Karakande kabimbewa. Lazini
For the players of Tanzania and India, the chance to travel and take part in a tournament on this scale was enough in itself. But next came the opportunity to meet a World Cup winner.
Meet Mike.
Mike, nice to meet you. You?
Emma.
Nice to meet you.
Our aim is that, yeah, they'd be able to experience this, be changed by that situation, and come back and be kind of mentors to the new generation of street children, and be able to say that there is a different way, there is a new life out there for you. It doesn't have to stay on the street. You can be someone. You can be someone different.
It's great to meet you here in Brazil, you know, and hope you enjoy the tournament. Enjoy to be here. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. Paul.
Hello. Hi, Paul.
This is Team India.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. Hello, nice to meet you. It's a good balance to them, you know. They can see what is about Brazil. It's not only about football, you know. There is something around. It's even more than just what people talk about around the world, you know. They see they had, of course, a hard life. There's some people here in Brazil, or many people in Brazil, that has a hard life too. And I hope they take this as an opportunity to change themselves, you know. Especially because they have people who support them, helping them to have a different perspective of life, you know. I hope they they achieved that. I grew up on a very small village where my father used to work on a sugarcane factory, you know, doing a lot of hard work, you know. The life was not so easy, you know, for us as I grew up, you know, basically play football on the street. But even though the life was hard, you know, for me, but I've seen things, you know, around Brazil and also around the world, which is a lot harder than what I experienced in my background, you know. When I compare my life with some kids I have seen, especially here in my country, in Brazil, my life was fantastic, you know, I had not to complain.
Brazil may be associated with colour and vibrancy, but it's also a country affected by many social issues. The young boys and girls taking part in the Street Child World Cup made a journey to Vidigal, one of Rio's poorest favelas.
Yeah, what can we say about the favela? They're like, poverty is higher, the criminal rate is higher, the schools are from a lower quality, the healthcare. So they have extra barriers to overcome to become the person that they want to be.
Money from the supporters club also enabled the Brazilian girls team to take part in the tournament.
I hope they have a really great time with lots of positive experience. If they win the World Cup, we would be really happy, and it give an extreme boost to their self-esteem. And what I hope is that this tournament promotes girls soccer in our communities and outside, so that afterwards the girls soccer in our communities can grow. And I hope for the girls themselves that they feel a little bit more self-confident. They have a dream, they want to achieve something, and they achieved it because they are already winners by entering this event.
The second Street Child World Cup has trebled in size. Street children from 19 countries all around the world came to take part, and the tournament was finally underway in some style.
Thank you for coming to the World Cup that matters most. We would now like to welcome Gilberto Silva, World Cup winner.
The Brazilian girls started the tournament strongly.
1-0 to Team Brazil.
Expecting? Ready for the game? Yeah. It'll be okay. It'll be okay, relax. Don't worry.
Good effort. Goal! 1-0 to the USA.
The Indian boys didn't fare so well against Team USA.
Come on, ref.
Falling to a heavy defeat in their opening match.
No. this part of the game. Just smile and be happy. You have another game. You win. Yeah? Okay?
சரிங்க இது ஒன்றும் இல்லை கேம் மட்டும்தான் ஓகேவா டேய்
Sleep tonight.
ஓகேவா என்னாச்சு டேய் அழுகாதடா அழுகாதடா
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, come on. Hey. Don't worry, man.
ஏய் இருக்கட்டும் அண்ணா அழுகாத
Don't worry.
இதுக்கெல்லாம் அழுகாதடா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கேம் தான் சொல்லுங்க ஓகேவா
I have lost so many games.
நிறைய கேம் தோத்துருக்காங்க
I've lost so many games. I lost the finals.
ஃபைனலில் தோத்துருக்காரு வேர்ல்ட் கப்பில் விளாண்டு நிறைய கேம் தோத்துருக்காரு
When we lose one game, we look for the other.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு கேம் தோத்தா அடுத்த கேமுக்கு பார்த்துக்கோங்க ஓகேவா
This game, nothing you can do.
ஆ
Just look for the other game, take rest, relax.
ரெஸ்ட் எடு அடுத்த மேட்ச்சுக்கு நல்லா விளையாடு ம்
Okay?
ஓகேவா
Don't worry, man.
இட்ஸ் ஓகேடா இட்ஸ் ஓகே இட்ஸ் ஓகே
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
They really hold Karanalia, the project that they've come from in India, they really hold it high. That's why they were all a bit upset in the first game, and they were like, not really bothered that we lost, but it feels as though we've already let the guys down in India that have supported us, this stuff like that. So yeah, loving guys, and they're really, really happy to be here. Really happy.
Jack is a Tamil-speaking volunteer who helped Team India acclimatise. At home in the UK, he is a football coach at the Manchester City Academy.
They share the same room with Team America. They both. I mean, before the Team America were carrying the Indian flag into the pitch, which was really nice. And I think all the American boys are getting the Indian flag painted on them, and the Indian boys are getting the American flags painted on them, and they're really supporting each other, so it's really nice. Yeah.
At Soccer City Stadium, Team Tanzania prepare to play their first game. With players from all sides bonding, Kartik from Team India joined Gilberto to add his support. Team Tanzania start well, and manager Majuto can't hide his delight.
You happy?
Yeah.
Happy?
Very much.
Massage coach. Coach is nervous.
Good start.
However, in the second half, Burundi battle back to equalise.
Last few minutes, 2-2.
You see? Football, everything can happen.
Innocent Junior.
You have showed a great effort in the game, good concentration, good mind. The game was very powerful, very physically. You did great, you know? Another time when you are upset and just put something in your mind. Somebody is looking after you. Either him, either somebody in the project, either somebody in the world. This is present for you. Come, enjoy, eh? Great to meet you.
See you on Tuesday.
What?
See you on Tuesday, are you coming?
No, unfortunately I go
Training, physio, busy, beach.
It's all right.
Don't worry, I'll be okay. I go back tomorrow home. It was amazing to have you.
It was a blessing.
I mean, you have to cry sometimes. Sometimes we do. No, it's amazing. Amazing. Enjoy me. Don't worry.
Have fun. It was great meeting you.
The Street Child World Cup isn't just about a football tournament. It's a life experience for the young people taking part. A rest day gave them a chance to visit one of the world's most famous landmarks, Christ the Redeemer. For so many of those taking part, the tournament represented new horizons.
O meu sonho sempre foi ser jogador de futebol. Não tive sonho assim para trabalhar. O foco é sempre no futebol. O sonho é ser uma jogadora de futebol. Mas eu estou como técnica do time, da equipe. Estou trabalhando no projeto, mas quem sabe a gente possa ter a oportunidade de ser jogador de futebol.
It's a huge experience for all of us, including me, being first time in Brazil. Boys are really excited. It's a great opportunity for them being here, and they are enjoying every bit, every moment of being here.
On July 13th this summer, the 2014 FIFA World Cup final will be hosted at the famous Maracana Stadium. For Team Tanzania and Captain Deo, it offered inspiration for the rest of the tournament.
Kwa mimi nimejisikia vizuri na hata bibi yangu angeniona angefurahi sana. Bibi yangu angefurahia kuniona nikicheza hapa na ipo siku nitakuja nichezee timu ya taifa. Nitakuja nicheze timu ya taifa, nitakuja nicheze hapa.
I mean, he was awesome. He was the star of the game, we could say. I mean, between him and the goalkeeper. What I'm really looking forward is saying that we win the cup because like in the last tournament, we were runners-up. This year, we want to be the champions.
It's magic. We're using the international languages of football, which they all speak, and the arts, particularly the visual arts, which they get immediately. And kids, they can communicate across languages. And we try and design things where they're working together, and they're all on the same side.
Team Tanzania would continue their fine form against Argentina. But the relationship between the teams off the pitch was growing all the time, as rivals became friends.
1-0 to Tanzania. Sometimes even myself, I'm amazed. I mean, they've got friends like from Philippines, from Indonesia. So I don't know how even they communicate, but at the end of the day, they make friends. So they're happy about that.
Despite losing against USA in their first match, Team India came to watch and support their new friends from other countries, strengthening ties beyond football.
What they have experienced in their lives is something I cannot measure. You cannot measure. Nobody apart from themselves.
India, everyone.
Yesterday, there were nobody for many people in the world. Now they are here to represent their country like a hero. Everything you can do to help those kind of people, no matter where we are, doesn't matter, but do the best you can.
India's match with Mauritius would once again produce a disappointing result, but the football, just a tiny part of their experience.
That's the sporting spirit. Playing together or playing each other is not something like that we will not be meeting each other. It's a sportsmanship because finally we are friends. We are all here for a purpose. So they played. Now they are congratulating and encouraging each other. Yeah, that's a sportsman spirit. Yeah, I'm very proud of them because making them to come over here itself is a big win, because it was not so easy to take a passport and get a visa to travel, make them travel here. And when these boys get into the airport, we thought we have won because that was a huge step for them in their life. Now when they came here, it's an experience for them. It's not the end of their football here. I think it's a beginning for them. This is going to give them much strength in their life when they go back home. That is for sure.
It's a fantastic feeling to be part of it. It's impossible not to feel sensible for what they do. I could not hold my tears, in the end to say goodbye to them. Yeah, this is fantastic. I think for me it was a great lesson. How to be a better human being. I cannot say anything.
For Kartik and Team India, the journey had come to an end. From the streets of Chennai and the Karanalia project to the Street Child World Cup. An education in every sense.
Kartik took the games very serious. He didn't want to lose, which is normal when you compete. But I think it was a great lesson to him as well. Because he got a power inside of him to fight for something better and for his life. And I think the game only showed that he's capable to think that he's able to do something for himself. And about win or lose the game was just, I think, for a little tip to him that inside of his mind, he has a power.
The tournament would end in success for the Brazilian girls and also for Team Tanzania. Lifting the trophy and completing a story which began back in Mwanza. A story of togetherness and change.
The football united them, to think about their future. And I'm sure for all the boys, this experience here, meeting people from different parts of the world, will give them strength to continue their life, and have a dream, proper dream, for the future. To be something, as they are something, and something special that we must look at very carefully and take care of them and give them opportunity This is what they want, this is what they need. We need to take care of them. They need respect. And to be treated like everyone has to be. For sure, this job you are doing will be really important for the world, to show that those people exist. Well done. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be a better man, to meet those people.
With your help, the Supporters Club can transform the lives of young people through charities such as the 3 featured in this programme. Just text the word JOIN and your home number to 82010 to add £1 a month to your BT Sport bill. Standard network rates apply. You must be over 16 and have the account holder's permission. For more information and full terms and conditions, go to thesupportersclub.org.